What we can do at KESO is provide a strong foundational knowledge and experience that people starting out in economic development really don't have that all that information. So we can provide through our volunteer advisors a tremendous amount of information that will help some of these entrepreneurs address some problems that they may experience. And so if you have these advisors working with the communities and working with the individuals, it overcomes a lot of the challenges that they may face in the future. So I think we've been hearing a lot of discussions across Canada that Indigenous people need to be part of the overall fabric of our society, and that includes the professionals, and that includes academia. It also includes business, and we need to have more of our individuals from our communities participate in the Canadian society that way. When the report came out, chaired by Senator Sinclair, he asked all Canadians to stand up and work with Indigenous people and the Government of Canada to facilitate change, the change of inclusion, bringing into the Canadian society more completely Indigenous people in a more systematic way that will allow real growth and real prosperous growth within those communities. And I think that is what we're offering here at KESO. Is we have all these people that want to help. They come from a variety of backgrounds. They have a variety of professions that they gained their experience over 30, 40 years, and now they're willing to give back. And we see this as a perfect fit between their experience and people with a thirst for development and looking for that experience that will help them. KESO's been operating for over 50 years, and I think the original mandate was to go into Indigenous communities across Canada and give them a hand up. We're not trying to just solve the problem by throwing money at them. I think our model is very creative in that we go in and work with them on their projects that they've identified as being relevant and important. To build personal capacity, it takes time. And sometimes, as you probably know, that we take a few wrong turns along the way. And sometimes it's very disheartening when we hit those barriers. But when we have people who are waiting to say, this is what you do when you run into this problem, or this is what you can do if you to address this issue. When I was in Guyana, I was in a community called Akawini, and I was looking at their tourism plans. They have a very solid plan to build a tourism operation, so they can bring people in from across the globe to experience their culture and experience their lands, experience what the activities they do on the land and on their rivers. Canada's leading on a lot of fronts, and we've been able to establish the rightful place of Indigenous people here in Canada that go beyond the protection under the Constitution, recognition of some of the challenges that our communities have faced over the years, whether it's residential school or discrimination in other forms. But we're seeing some remarkable change, and KESO as an organization is going to be able to build on that, the changes that are happening, being able to support communities that see change as a positive part of their development, not only for their communities today, but for 7 generations into the future. The power of building an economic base is going to support the community into the future, and hopefully KESO can be part of that and offer their services through all of the volunteer advisors that have been so willing to go in and share their experience and their skills with the community members.